Did Lisa come to gather the girls? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So we are talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the latest episode, episode 3. Lisa gathered the girls. Remember last week we were at Amy's party, and she was going back and forth with Bronwyn. Bronwyn was not backing down. Lisa came this episode with billboards of receipts. Like they say, I have the receipts. She blew them up big so that all the ladies could see. Everybody was like, this is a waste of time. But that is not how the episode started. Let me go back to how the episode started. We had Lisa. She was doing, I believe, a tasting. So she had 2 events. So this was really Lisa's episode. So she had 2 events where she was name dropping that she was with so and so and so. She had Usher come in, some other celebrities and all of that. And she was there with John and I guess the event people who was setting up everything. But we saw a little bit of what Lisa does, and she's like, these ladies just don't understand that I am busy, I'm doing big things, and I cannot be in their circle anymore. Basically, that's what she was saying. So we leave Lisa there, and then I believe we went over to see, I took notes. We went over to see Heather, and we have Angie visiting her, and they're talking about, how their children are growing up. We know that Heather's last girl is one of the 3 is about to leave home for good. And Heather is doing a makeover of one of the rooms. She said it's a room where all the girls usually put their stuff, your overflow. And she's making it over into a room where she could do her writing. Yes, we know Heather wrote 2 books. And she said she could do her writing in there because the last 2 she did in her bedroom, and she just wants someplace else to go to do a bit, and then she's gonna make her bedroom into a love nest. I told y'all last week that Heather wants to start dating again. She feels that, okay, she's gotten the girls to a place in life where they could be self-sufficient or rely on each other. So therefore Heather's gonna put herself out there in the market, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. You need companion too. So Heather's about to do that. And we have Angie come over, and she brings Heather a bottle, and they're just talking about girls. She's telling Heather, Angie, is how Electra is growing up. She's like, I put my whole life on hold for her and make sure that she was good with everything, and now she act like she don't want to talk to me. You got a teenager or a preteen, they don't care about nobody but their friends. That is it. They care about their electronics and their friends. They'll come around, don't worry, she'll be there. Now you just have to find things to occupy your time, because like you said, you put your whole life into making sure she was good. And now she's just doing her thing. She's growing up, and that's what they do. All right, so we leave them there, and then we head over to Bronwyn's house. No, before we go to Bronwyn's house, Bronwyn went to dinner with her husband, and she was telling him, thank you for allowing my parents to move in and stuff like that. And she was just giving him an update about what's going on in the girl group. And he's like, I don't understand, besides Meredith, why you deal, no, not just Meredith. He's like, Lisa, I don't know why you deal with Lisa. She's toxic. And Bronwyn was like, but I want everybody to like me. He's like, girl, not everybody gonna like you. Don't worry about it. You just have to move through life. And that's how it is. Everybody's not gonna like you. And you just got to move on and live your life and don't worry about it. So we had that conversation with Bronwyn and her husband at dinner. And then we have Bronwyn and her mom having a conversation. I thought it was funny. Her mom ain't no joke. She just tell it like it is. She basically told Bronwyn, listen, if it wasn't for your husband, you wouldn't be where you are in life. Because the way you were behaving when you were younger, we didn't see you going there. We found out that they moved from California. Her father is in a facility because he has dementia. So he goes in and out of, he goes in and out. So some days he recognizes her, other days he thinks that she's her daughter, Gwen. And, she said it's 10 minutes away from the house. And then she have her mom living with her full time. And that's what she thanked her husband for. She's like, you didn't have to do this, you didn't have to let them come in, but I appreciate it. And he's like, I'm here for you. I'm your husband. I'm supposed to be here for you through thick and thin. So now with the conversation with her mom tells her that what her husband is going through, she tells Bronwyn, I hope you're prepared to go through that with your husband because it's coming. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, how you gonna keep dissing me in my house? She's like, it's the truth. I'm telling you. Because as you know, Bronwyn's husband is a bit older than her. So therefore, her mom is telling her, you see me going through this. You're going through with your dad. Pretty soon you're going to be going it with your husband. She's like, all right, Mom, stop talking because you're just bringing me down. So that's that. Now, the other event. Now, this is where stuff popped off. The other event where Lisa invited the ladies. She said she wanted to have a luncheon to clear things up, but before she actually had the luncheon, she invited a few of the ladies to go skeet shooting with her. So she had Amy, who we really haven't heard. We've just seen her so far. Amy, I'm guessing, is going to be a new housewife or a really good friend of the show. So Amy is there, and that's whose party they were at last week when Lisa and Bronwyn got into it. So we have Amy, Heather, Mary, and Lisa. Those four went skeet shooting. She says she's not inviting the other ladies because this is an event that she does with her family on a regular basis, and she just doesn't want to involve them in it. So she's inviting her few. Was Meredith there? I don't remember. Was Meredith there? I don't know. Drop in the comments and remind me if Meredith was part of the team that went skeet shooting. So we have Amy, Heather, Mary, and Lisa. Everybody hit their target except Heather. Heather was like, did I hit it? The instructor was like, not quite. He knows how to handle them. So they did that. And then after that, Lisa invited everybody now, including the other ladies, to let's have lunch. The ladies walk into the room. Everything is set up. Lisa have big size, easel size posters with the receipts of her lawsuit with the word dismissed across it. All of them dismissed. So Bronwyn he's like, look at me and John. We at courtside at the Jazz game, and this is what we're doing, and this is how we're living, and I'm a big deal, and we don't got time for all this gossip. So we had Bronwyn say she lying about the Jazz game because courtside at the Jazz game, you're going to be sitting on folded chairs. They're sitting in stationary seats. So I'm like, oh my God. And somebody was like, oh my God, this is tacky. We had Mary come in the confession and is like, you know what? I don't want to be here. I didn't want to come. I don't want to be here. And I just want to leave. Because you know what is about to pop off. So Lisa told the ladies, I brought you guys here to show you in one felt swoop with everybody here that everything is fine. Everything is dismissed. There's no lawsuit. She's like, did I do factoring to get, which means, get money from other people to help with my business? Yes, I did. Do I have multiple business? Yes, I do. Are they dismissed? And then there's a pause in the room because everybody's waiting, and then everybody's saying, so are you telling us that it's dismissed because it's dismissed or because you say so? I believe that was Bronwyn who asked. And Lisa was like, they're dismissed. So there's going to have to be some investigating. I know somebody on YouTube is going to do the deep dive and come back and tell us, but it won't be me, girl. I'll just watching the episodes and give you the reviews. Then we had somebody say, Meredith didn't even take up for you. Then we have a flashback where we have Meredith was like, yes, I have. And everyone was saying, being that you're an attorney and she's your friend, we figured you would at least, take up for her. And Meredith was like, yes, I did. And they have the playback where it says Meredith was, it's not fair to be talking about Lisa and she's not here. And that was all Meredith said. We had Heather doing most of the talking to try and, squash everything. And they showed that as well, that it was basically Heather who was trying to help everybody. So then we have Meredith made a comment, and then we have Whitney say, okay, now you talk. She's like, now you talk, because you weren't talking when we went camping. Now we have Lisa jump in and is like, so what's going on with your business, Whitney? Whitney is like, I've discussed it. We discussed it while we were camping. If you were there, you would have heard. And I am working on making sure I come out of it. I made a bad business investment, and I'm working sure I come. Can you say the same? So then now Whitney takes it on with Lisa, because I think she was done with Bronwyn by this time. So she takes Whitney and Lisa are going at it, going back and forth in it, till Whitney gets frustrated, and she gets up and she throws her napkin at Lisa. And Mary is like, Whitney, do not leave the room. Let's continue to talk. You know, it's not right that you're walking away like that. Everybody in their confessional was like, I don't need to be here. At one point, we had Lisa saying to Angie, you trying to be Jen Shaw, because you're using Jen Shaw's Glam Squad, using her hairdresser. And she was like, no, I don't use her hairdresser. I use somebody else. I only use a brown girl. So no, poor Brittany. Brittany got to be in here somehow. She won't be left out. Brittany's trying. Brittany is trying hard to be one of the girls, one of the go-to girls. So Brittany was like, are we talking about the same brown girl? Because apparently, remember last season, Brittany was talking about a brown girl with Angie, who was in Jared's DM, saying Jared is trying to talk to her and send a picture with an emoji with the tongue out or winky eye or something like that. So Whitney was like, are we talking about the same brown person? But she wasn't loud enough, because we know that Whitney can get loud, we know that Lisa can get loud, and we know Bronwyn will get loud. So all three of those girls were talking. I really had to play it back to listen to each person in the clip each time. So when I play back, I'm listening to Lisa say what she have to say. Then I'm listening to Whitney saying what she have to say. Then I'm listening to Bronwyn say. I'm like, okay, they're going at it again. These girls cannot come together and have a kumbaya, because Lisa is making it known that she is up here and the rest of them are below her. They can't compare, because the crowd that she is, the people who she is rubbing elbows with, they never would. And to Heather's point, she's like, girl, we know the same people, so stop trying to be that. So in my opinion, I don't think Angie's trying to be like Jen. And why do you keep bringing up Jen? Jen is doing what she needs to do. And like Andy said, or allegedly, that Jen will not be coming back when she does get released. So why they keep bringing up Jen? Just focus on what you got to focus on. But every season, somebody got to get picked on. Somebody got to be that one person that everybody piles on. And this season, it seems to be Lisa. Lisa's like, we have multiple lawyers, not just 6. We have a ton of them. And we have production getting shady, as always. They're putting up pictures of different attorneys on the screen, and like, not Lisa's actual attorney. What else did she talk about? And they put some stuff up on the screen. When, I forgot, Lisa made a statement. Oh yeah, we dot our I's and we cross our T's. And then they put up a statement on the screen. So everybody is being shady in this episode. Production is getting in it more and more and more, and it's funny. I'm enjoying it, and that is what we're supposed to do, be able to watch reality TV and enjoy it. So how it ended this episode is, like I said, Whitney got up from the table, threw her napkin at Lisa, and she walked away. Mary was telling her to come back, because they're supposed to be having adult discussion. So where you going, Whitney, according to Mary? So that's where we have it. It's still heating up. Lisa is saying, girl, don't try to compare yourself to me. I got a lot going on. And you notice how quiet Heather is being this season so far, because Heather's usually the one in the middle. She didn't even want to get involved in the argument last week at Amy's party. She was walking away. She said, I'm just trying to keep a low profile because I don't want to be part of this. So Heather walked away. She's not saying much at the table. Everybody's just covering their face and looking. But I believe in actuality that Heather is the most wealthy one at the table. These girls are acting like, Lisa, you need to just part ways and let Heather take her stage if she wants it, because Her with her business partner got it going on, and you screaming from the mountaintop that you don't have all these lawsuits against you. Something's going on. She's like, we get sued multiple times. We have enough attorneys to cover it. And that's not a good thing as a business person. Why are you getting sued so many times? If you're operating a legitimate business and making sure that you're paying your creditors on time. So I don't know what the real story is, but Bronwyn will continue digging. And according to Whitney, so is Lisa. Lisa's digging because Lisa said to Whitney, why you getting cursed out on TikTok? Why so many people talking about your stuff coming from Alibaba? And Whitney's like, see, I'm telling you, that's digging. That's digging right there. She's like, but everybody's talking about it. I'm going to see it. So we don't know how it's going to turn out. But these ladies are hitting the season full speed ahead, running. They're starting off strong. I don't think it's going to fizzle out because this dinner that they have, if Whitney comes back, I'm guessing they're going to continue the conversation. If Whitney doesn't come back, then we'll see what happened in episode 4, and I will come to you and talk about it. Make sure, talking about businesses, shameless plug, make sure you go in the description and click on the link of my Shopify store. We sell women's and men's clothing and accessories for women. Not too many for men, but a lot of accessories for women. So go in and check it out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Go and check it out. And check out all the other links that are in the description. I don't just do clothing. We have digital products that we offer. So make sure that you go on and check out all of that. And until next time, just be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Okay? Bye-bye. Tired of the same old styles? Ready to make waves with your wardrobe? Welcome to Touch Me Textures, where bold meets beautiful and every piece is designed to turn heads. Our collections are all about textures that feel as good as they look. From flowy dresses to eye-catching accessories, we've got everything you need to express your style your way. Find pieces that speak to you for every vibe, every adventure. And the best part? Our site makes it easy to shop and easy to fall in love with everything. So why wait? Dive into style that's uniquely yours at touchmetextures.com. Feel fabulous, look unforgettable. Click the link in the description to check out all we have to offer.